I'm sure you've heard it before. The market, the media, apparently Tesla is starting a price war. A price war on electric cars in China. Apparently it's all Tesla. Tesla did it. Tesla are discounting their cars. However, the media has interestingly ignored something which tells you a very different story. There are two electric cars that have been discounted more than any other electric cars in the whole country of China. Neither of those are Teslas. Neither of them are BYDs. Neither of them are NIO. Neither of them are from XPeng. They're from the Volkswagen Group and Toyota. And neither of them are selling, even with enormous discounts. What does that tell you about what people think of Audi and Toyota electric cars? Not much. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Sam Evans. Today, Automotive News reported. Automotive News, by the way, is probably the most trusted website on reporting data on the automotive industry. So they actually tell it how it is, which is very different to all the mainstream media car websites. You won't find this information there. If you're looking for this sort of stuff there, you'll never, ever, ever find it. Isn't that interesting? Well, yeah, not all that interesting, I guess, when you consider the fact that who pays their bills? Well, they're the brands that I talk about here on the channel. Toyota, for example. Over the first 4 months of this year, the most discounted electric car, and remember there's hundreds and hundreds of models of electric car. In fact, there's so many I don't think it'd be possible to even count them. You go on Alibaba, you'll see all the different models. I think there could be more than 1,000 models of electric car available in China. And that might be an understatement. There might be even 2,000. There's just an incredible number that you've never heard of before. Everything you can imagine, it's for sale in China. But the most discounted EV of all of them is the Toyota BZ4X. Now, you'd think, well, maybe it's coming from a position of being too expensive. Maybe they priced it too high. It was the similar price to maybe more than a Tesla Model Y, which is meant to be directly competing with. So therefore, Toyota's gone, well, yeah, the price is too high. We're going to bring the price down. No, not at all. In fact, they brought the car out for $29,000 US. That's nothing. That's very, very affordable for a car this size. And it's cheaper than a Model Y, significantly cheaper. It's in fact even cheaper than an equivalent BYD electric car. But Toyota didn't get enough buyers. So they discounted the price again to $24,000, not long after. In fact, it was only a few weeks after revealing the car. Now the thing is, in China, Toyota only has around 0.3% of the entire electric car market. And seeing as 1 in every 3 cars sold in China now is electric, it means that they're losing market share. So Toyota's thinking, well, what are we going to do? Our BZ4X, our new electric car, isn't selling. What are we going to do? Well, okay, we'll discount it again. Down to $20,000. $20,000 is the price in many locations across China for the BZ4X. That means every Toyota BZ4X that Toyota sell in China is at a significant discount compared to what it costs them to make it. They're losing thousands on every single one. Why is this the case? Why is it that this is probably the cheapest electric car in its category and its size? It's the most well-known brand in China. Everyone knows what a Toyota is. I mean, Toyota have traditionally dominated the Chinese car market. It's Japanese. The Chinese think Japanese products are great. They did. Not now. The perception in China has changed. The perception in China is that Japanese cars are good if they're internal combustion engine vehicles, and if you want one of the old school internal combustion engine vehicles and you want something that's perceived as being, stayed safe, sort of like a fridge, yeah, just get a white Toyota Camry or a Nissan Sylphy, a sedan. But if you want something new, modern, if you want to buy the future, it's not a Toyota, it's not a Honda, and it's not a Nissan. That is why Toyota has to discount them. Even then, the BZ4X is not one of the top 20 best-selling cars in the Chinese EV market, even though it's so ludicrously cheap. Now, Automotive News actually released a table here showing us the biggest discounts on electric cars in China this year. The BZ4X has received an incredible 32% discount. 32%. Car sales are actually in China. They're actually up this year. They've increased. They've grown. The EV segment has grown. A market that's growing should, all ships should rise on the same high tide, right? But they're not. What about Audi? Well, Audi has a perception of luxury and prestige. However, Audi appears to be in the same boat. They've discounted the Q5 e-tron by a massive 26% across the board. 26%. This is a premium brand. I mean, normally, in a normal year in China, if you decrease the price of any Audi by 26%, they'd sell out an entire year's production within probably a day or two. Not anymore. Now, as you can see from this graphic here provided by Automotive News and Bloomberg, there's not a single Tesla. There's not a single, well, there is a BYD. It's a plug-in hybrid, the F5 DMI. It's had a discount of 11%. Now, what price you pay walking into a BYD dealership, I don't know. I've heard different reports. Some people say dealerships and BYD are giving out discounts, and that's probably not represented here in this chart. And the same goes for Toyota vehicles. Toyota's discounts in dealerships reportedly are even lower than the percentage you can see here in this chart. But these are official prices. The official price is coming from the manufacturer before you get a discount from your local dealership. Remember, hundreds, in fact, if not thousands of dealerships went bankrupt in China last year. Now, of course, the majority of those were legacy automotive dealerships. Dealerships like Jeep, who declared bankruptcy in China last year. Does all of this matter? Is it really relevant? Does Toyota care? Well, they've said that they do. Here's what Automotive News said today. While China is leading the EV transition, the intensifying competition has exposed legacy auto brands and not just Volkswagen. BYD and Tesla apparently now have a higher market share than ever before. Foreign automakers light on electric cars from Japan and Korea are struggling too, they say. Consumers willing to open their wallets may be winners in this ongoing price war, but with deeper discounting on fossil fuel cars growing as a result of the fact that millions of them can't be sold by the end of this year, the same can't be said for China's clean car push. Now, the truth is, EV sales are constantly growing in China. They're up this year significantly versus last year. But if you don't have compelling EVs, you'll get left behind in the world's biggest car market. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.